What's going on, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, returning once more to bring you all a NASCAR diecast review on Akinori Ogata's 2024 Mooneyes Chevrolet Camaro for the NASCAR Xfinity Series and Joey Gay's Motorsports. Yes, finally, as I missed out on the 2022 card that we had with the Toyota Camry for NBM Motorsports, I was able to finally get this for my newest episode of the diecast haul from the Daytona 500. And I also got to give a quick shout out to my good buddy at Mead Motorsports. Dennis is always a real guy to deal with, and well, definitely a real guy indeed, because when he's got good deals, you know he's the real deal. But anyways, guys, this is really cool. I am so excited. You know me, I love small team diecast, and this one right here, it's quite obscure, and more importantly, heck, let's go and unbox this bad boy and let's probably take a closer look at the moon, shall we? And alrighty, folks, we got this diecast out of its box, and man, I hope you guys got your moon eyes ready, because we are in for one heck of a treat today, guys. And if you flip this upside down, it does not say moon, it'll say nom or something like that. So, but you know me, love to have fun with these diecast reviews. But what a bright, beautiful paint scheme. I mean, I know the camera's not really doing its justice. It kind of almost looks like on my camera, it looks like that nice Menards yellow, but dude, this yellow is a lot more different. It's like a bright sunset yellow. Okay, kind of giving me like a lot of Dollar General vibes when we used to have that diecast. So, well, you know, when we used to have that paint scheme, I mean, and if anybody who's aware, I mean, heck, just remember the Matt Kenseth Dollar General car, because that is the kind of vibe I'm getting with this car. But this ain't the first time we've had a Mooneyes car released. I mean, and you guys are probably wondering, what on earth is Mooneyes? I mean, it sounds like something you probably see on or hear on Temu. Be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my Mooneyes pizza or something. But now, Mooneyes, I believe they are very popular in the Hot Wheels collection. I always see like I always see these bright yellow cars, but they decided to sponsor not just for 1 year, but 2 years, as I failed to pick up the 2022 version. So if you guys were expecting a side-by-side comparison of this car with that one, that's not gonna be the case, because heck, the 2022 version of this car, it's with NBM Motorsports, but it's the number 13 Toyota Supra. And shout out to anybody who has that Ogata diecast, because, man, I got to get that car, as I know that was a pretty bad pun. But it's such a simple paint scheme, and I think a lot of you guys are just asking me that $1 million question, probably $1,035,000, but as we're going to be going on to the moon with the back of this car, how in the world did this diecast got made? Because a lot of people are like, I don't even know what Mooneyes is, unless you're a hot rod person, because I think that's what they're well known for, you know. So shout out to anybody who knows the Mooneyes and are hot rod car culture fans. But a Joey Gay's Motorsports diecast, I mean, heck, we had one released in NASCAR Authentics, and when we got into the side-by-side comparison of this, you guys are going to be quite shocked of another Joey Gay's diecast I have not reviewed before, including this one in the palm of my hands. But yeah, Akinori Ogata, he might not be a well-known name, but he's going to be a well-known name probably now for this car, because compared to his 2022 car, this car I think actually raced pretty well. He only raced, I think, one race, but or multiple races, but they brought back this very not really the same paint scheme, but I mean, dude. What's really cool about the Ogata diecast is that he's a collector himself, and in order to get his diecast produced, I believe he buys out most of his collection. So he buys out most of the production numbers on these, which, if you guys aren't aware, 2,500 of these have to be pre-ordered to get the diecast produced. So I bet you a good feeling, Mr. Akinori Ogata, probably, and I can't believe I'm pronouncing that name. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right. I mean, I'm not the best with Japanese names, but unless his name is Takuma Sato, but see, I know my Japanese driver sometimes, and Hideki Muto and Kobayashi, but I know a lot of NASCAR fans be like, what kind of shit he's saying? But this is such a cool diecast, and I was able to find this at the Gypsy Tents or at the Daytona Flea Market. But the one thing I'm not gonna like is that little paint chip right there. But anybody got a yellow paint pen I could borrow? Probably the Mooneyes color. This is such a cool paint scheme, and you know, there are some clashing colors that don't really go well, like maybe the red Kyowa logo, as I know I'm pronouncing that right. English is my second language, or Japanese. And IG, no, well, I thought it said IG for a second. LG, what, like Life's Good, you know, or the electronic brand they used to, I don't know, do they still make electronics? But the Chevrolet Camaro, guys, I mean, I mean, if you guys were doubting yourself on getting the 2022 car, because heck, you guys, I think a lot of us were expecting this car to get canceled, but I just love that, man. And it's actually not the first time I have a Akinori Ogata diecast, but Man, dude, this is such a cool paint scheme, dude, and I don't know why I waited this long. I mean, heck, I probably could have got it from my good buddies at Spoiler Diecast. They probably don't have it anymore, but like I said before, man, if you guys can go to your nearest gypsy tents or the flea markets during the NASCAR races, first of all, you're probably going to pay a lot more cheaper than what this car is going for on eBay. I will tell you what, and Circle B Diecast could be out of luck as well because they sold out when this car came out, so this has been a popular car for just because of the Mooneyes sponsorship. I mean, if it wasn't for the Mooneyes sponsorship, I think this car probably wouldn't be as popular. But heck, there's just something about these Mooneyes cars that I guess I don't really get, but I'm glad I finally got one. But without further ado, now let's go on to the side-by-side comparison like I promised you guys to end things on a high note. And it is the YKK app car, or AP. But this is one I have, this is also an Ogata diecast. So if you guys thought I was just pulling something out of my behind, think again. But very interesting. As you guys can see, the Camaros do look a lot more different. Heck, you can almost mistake this for a 2025 car since they don't really consider these Camaros anymore. I guess Ogata was onto something after all. But this is another Joey Gase Motorsports, or actually, I think they rebranded if I'm not mistaken. It was, yeah, it was, this right here is a Joey Gase Motorsports diecast, but here this was called Emerling Gase Motorsports. So, I mean, I still have yet to review this car because I don't think people are going to recognize this car as much. So, but if you guys still want me to review this Ogata diecast, go right ahead, and who knows, maybe even tag Ogata on here. Maybe we can get him in the comments because heck, he seems like he is a big diecast collector, and I'm sure he agrees that the Mooneyes cars is quite nice. I mean, not just because it's got quite a good pair to it, but heck, just don't take this out to the moon, you guys, because I think that's not really well suited for an audience like that. But yeah, just a very obscure car, but this is why I love collecting diecasts like this. And while I may not be the biggest fan of pre-rating cars, this is probably the reason why you should. And we should be thankful to have drivers like Ogata, you know, Akinori Ogata, to go out here and get these diecasts produced, man, because like not many drivers do that. I mean, hopefully more can show up because heck, I love obscure diecasts, and this one in particular does look pretty cool. But want to hear your comments, thoughts below, what you guys say about this car. You got anything else to share down in the comments? It means a lot. And with that in mind, this is going to wrap up the diecast review of this Joey Gase Motorsports diecast for the NASCAR Xfinity Series of the one and only Japanese driver in the Xfinity Series, Akinori Ogata, and the Mooneyes Chevrolet Camaro. Comment, like, subscribe. This has been OBB, the diecast news guy. And I don't know, I'm gonna go get a moon pie now, y'all.